Hello, everyone, and welcome to Evolve Yourself TV. I am Agni James, and tonight we're going to do some guided meditation because it's so important. It's so important for our stability, for our overall mental health, for our physical health. It's helpful for a lot of things. We're also going to play some chess because chess is something we do here. I'm a chess instructor, and we're also going to talk some philosophy, and we're going to do some chakra balancing from the Sevenfold Journey. Reclaiming mind, body, and spirit through the chakras. This is good stuff. So, how is everyone doing tonight? How's what's new in the world? Oh, wow, we have a lot of excitement in chat already. Hey, Kyrie Aegis is here. How you doing, friend? Good to see you. Kyrie is a streamer here on Twitch. Make sure to check them out. They stream all sorts of good content. They're just wonderful, definitely a wonderful person. All right, and One Sluggy's here too. All right, I'm gonna say it now. I gotta shout you out, One Sluggy. Definitely check out One Sluggy. He streams He has a lot of gaming streams, but he's also been branching off into travel and walking streams. So check him out. Drop him a follow. He's like a super nice, authentic, genuine dude, which is like all I can ask out of someone, just to be authentic and genuine. All right, let's see. We got a good crew here. All right. Yeah, everything is going good, Kyrie. I mean, I'm doing all right. I've been camping the last couple days. So, me and 3 friends went out camping, and it was kind of interesting. I love camping. It's one of my favorite things, actually. So we all went out there, and we had to haul all the stuff from the car, which is always quite a hike. You gotta we have a cart that we can use to pull it, but it's intense. I ended up moving a ton of stuff and hauling a ton of stuff, so it was pretty good. But yeah, we got there. Once we got everything set up, everything was cool, except for the fact that it started pouring today, and my zipper on my tent broke. It's kind of a weird feeling. Like if you're out, I don't know how many of you have been out there when out camping and your zipper on your tent breaks. It's kind of fucked up. Like the whole door was kind of like open. We had to prop it up with a rain canopy over it, and we had a tarp up, and it was pretty wild. But we made do. That's the thing. When life gets difficult, you have to try to just slow things down and realize, hey, we're gonna get through this. Everything's gonna be all right. All right. Mel's Camp is here. Good to see you. Wow, it's been a long time. You say, Agni, I'm going to bed, but wanted to pop in and say hi. Hope all is well. Sending total love. Well, total love to you too, Mel's Camp. It's been a long time. I hope you're doing well. Mel's Camp is one of the only streamers here on Twitch that I know of that streams Qigong. Kittens Kung Fu is the other streamer that streams Qigong. But Mel's Camp is a super incredible person. Definitely check her out and drop her a follow. You will not be disappointed. She does all sorts of stuff, but I'm particularly impressed with the way she weaves together Qigong and yoga into like a seamless flow sometimes. All those internal energy arts share a lot of common properties, have a lot of similarities. So you can kind of weave it together sometimes and make a really nice hybrid. And I think that's something that I do with my practice when I do stuff. And I love that she does it as well. So yeah, definitely check out Mel's Camp. Let's see, Kyrie, you say a weekend with a collision event at Fortnite was really sucking your energy from you. Okay, so I'm going to say my ignorance. I don't know what a collision event is. What is a collision event at Fortnite? I don't know. I'm unfamiliar with it. Let's see. Mel's Camp, you say you've been busy, but you're getting back into a groove. Nice. All right. Cool. Yeah. I haven't seen you streaming though. I haven't seen you streaming around. I'm assuming you're busy with work, right? You got a new job. I think that was like the last thing. One of the last things we were talking about, right? You got some new job. You're going through a lot of like transitions in life. So that's cool that you're getting back into a groove. I mean, that's huge, right? Like whenever I'm not in a groove, I kind of feel like I'm just floating aimlessly. I feel like I'm just kind of like off in the ether, just floating around. So it's nice to be able to definitely be able to get back into a groove. I like routines. I like basic like morning routines. It's important to me, So every morning I start off with like with a pretty similar yoga / qigong / stretching / whatever routine. I mix other stuff into it, but like the same like foundational stretches I do every single morning. So it's kind of cool. All right. Well, I feel like doing a quick puzzle rush. Let's hop into puzzle rush. I want to see how I can do on puzzle rush today. All right. Let's see. Let me set this up for y'all. All right, display. Here we go. All right. Puzzle Rush is a chess game on chess.com. The goal is to see how many puzzles you can solve in 3 minutes, and you will be solving primarily checkmate puzzles. You'll be solving pawn promotion puzzles, and you'll be solving win material puzzles. So my high is 28. That's the high I've ever gotten. I got to beat this score, 28 right here. All right, let's see. Oh, Kyrie, before we get into that, you say it was an event with a huge mech robot fighting the imagined order. You can find it back on YouTube by typing in collision event. Ooh, nice. A huge mech robot fighting the imagined order. That sounds awesome. Yeah. Well, I'll have to check that out later. It's, you can find it on YouTube by typing in collision event. All right, cool. Thank you for informing me about that. All right, so let's hop into this. I hope you're all ready and feeling energetic. Let's do this. 1, 2. Oh, I got to move. Oh, I almost fucked up. I almost didn't move the microphone away. That would have been terrible because when the mic's there, I can't see the bottom rank. So, you know, it's kind of important to see your pieces in chess, right? All right, let's do this shit. 1, 2, 3. All right. Checkmate. Let's see. And check. We got this idea. And mate. Checkmate. Checkmate. Check. Let's see. Huh. This one's a little tricky. I mean, I guess what? Just win the pawn? Right? Well, that one was a little tricky, actually. All right, let's see what we got here. I guess this is the idea. Wow. Oh, yeah, because then you get the fork. It's good to win a queen when you can. Win the queen. All right. That's a pretty checkmate. We'll pick up the bishop with the fork. Let's see. Huh. Oh, wow. That's cool. That's a cool one. That's pretty rare. Here, I'll take this pawn. And because of the pin, I get the rook. All right. Let's see where we're at here. If I push, he can just take my queen. I don't think that's it. And I take no. What am I missing here? There's always something sneaky going on in a puzzle like this. I might have to just make a move because I don't really see anything else. I'm not seeing it. Oh, that was right. Because it traps the bishop at the end of it. Oh, nice. All right. Interesting. Interesting. All right. So there we go. There we go. There we go. Mate. Check. Check. Mate. And mate. And oh, that's kind of cool. Oh no, I'm in check. I got to get out of check. All right. Well, this is kind of neat. Bam. Look at that. Sack it for the queen. So, oh, that's easy. Checkmate. All right. Take the knight. Oh, I'm in check. There we go. And now I take the bishop. All right. Just head over here. Take. And all the way up. Okay. I guess this is it. Oops. There we go. And 23. All right, 23 is not bad. I'll take 23 any day of the week. It's just like a solid score. It's not great. It's not terrible. It's just solid. I'll take that any day of the week. Hey, how's it going? Let's see. What do we got here? We got JT Farms, my channel Shaman. My channel Shaman is here. How you doing, JT? Good to see you. I was wondering if you had if you were going to be stopping by tonight and helping me out. I appreciate your love and assistance. And we also have Aristotle popped in, man. Aristotle, good to see you, friend. Good to see you, man. How are you doing tonight? What's new in your world? I always want to know what's new in your world. Like give me some like off camera like things that are going on. You have like certain content that you talk about when you're streaming. But I want to know some behind the scenes stuff. I want to know the behind the scenes stuff with Aristotle. Big shout out. Aristotle is a philosophy professor. He's got a PhD in philosophy. He's also a friend of mine and a super authentic, genuine dude. He's into metal even. I mean, come on. This guy's into metal. You got to give him a shot. All right. Let's see. And Evelyn Yoga's here. Hi, Agni. Just a quick hi. I'm at work. Hey, good to see you. And my shirt is on, so you're not going to get in trouble. My shirt is on this time. Evelyn likes to check me out when she's at work. I guess it's a good way to pass the time, right? I'm probably more interesting than whatever you're doing at work, or maybe not. Maybe I'm not. Who knows? I try to like at least make things entertaining. At least that's all I can say about that. All right, where are we at here? Kyrie, you say you're awesome, man. Keep rocking. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, I appreciate it. I just do what I can, basically. So my whole deal is I want to spread meditation. Meditation is something that's super helpful. It's unbelievable. It's been around for like 10,000, 100,000 years. It's been around forever. And science even backs it up. It says it's good for us. It says it supports a healthy immune system. It says it makes you more peaceful, and you're less likely to probably to off yourself, right, if you're in a meditation, because you can connect with the eternal love and joy within yourself and not have to feel so stressed all the time. But the coolest thing about it is it's free. It's a free thing, right? You can meditate anywhere. You don't need any tools or anything like that. You can just go and you can sit under a tree and you can meditate until the end of days if you want, right? It's a great thing. So that's why I'm here to spread meditation, but also I don't want to be one of those guys that comes out and is just like, all right, I am enlightened. Now, here's what we're going to do. And like for some reason there's this weird thing in the spiritual community where people think like unless a guy acts like a certain way with like a certain tone and has his actions in a certain way, performs actions in a certain way, then he's, unless he does those things, he's not spiritual. But I'm all about fucking the look, fucking the form, and actually actually going into like the function, because function at the end of the day in my mind is way more important than form, right? Form is just like the wrapping paper on something, right? The function is the actual the gift itself. Yeah, that's what I was going to say about that. Let's see, Evelyn, you say LOL, nope, take it off. Yeah, maybe I will. Hey, you don't have 50,000 channel points yet, all right? Only JT. JT has redeemed that redemption 3 times, and Christine did it once. So yeah, you got to build up some channel points, then you'll be able to do it. When you say, well, I'm working with psychiatric patients, so they might give you a run for your money with their hallucinations. Yeah, if you're working with psych patients, you never know. I mean, they're going to be interesting. They're going to be completely interesting. Wow. All right, nice. Well, that's kind of cool. Do you do yoga? Are you going to do yoga with the psych patients? Because that's something that can be super beneficial. When I used to teach special ed, I taught Qigong to some of the students in my class, and I would do meditation workshops for staff and students alike. All right. Let's see. Where else are we at here? I think we're good. I think we're caught up with chat. All right. I'm going to, I don't know. I'm gonna do another puzzle rush. I want to try to beat 23, and then we'll see where we go from there. Well, you're not a student. Absolutely, yes, absolutely will. All right. When you're not a student, that's going to be amazing. Evelyn, you're going to be bringing yoga to psych patients, which is one of the most incredible things you can do, because they're people who need it more than most of us. They need it for daily survival, let alone to be centered and peaceful, right? All right, cool. All right, let's do another puzzle rush. I gotta beat 23. I'm ready for this. All right. 23 is actually a pretty good score, but wait. Oh, white's a move. All right, hold on. I'm starting this one over. That was ridiculous. All right. I'm thinking black to move, and I'm just like staring at the screen like a mope. Okay, black to move. There we go. All right. There we go. Let's see. Yeah. Mate. Sounds good. Guess let's do this. Yeah. Oh, this is going to be a promotion puzzle, I believe. Cool. So then I just promote. Give me that queen. I'll take that queen. All right. Mate. Wait. Oh, I'm in check. Give me on a check. Why are you checking me, man? All right. There's a mate. I believe it's going to be this. Yep. Now we're looking at check, sack the queen, mate. Check, sack the queen, mate. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, no! I think that way did work, but they had a better way. They had a better move. Such is life. All right. There, win the rook. Check. Bam. Mate. Pin the queen to the king. Win the queen. Oh, I see. Look at that. That's pretty. Then I can pick up the rook. Let's see. What do we got going on here? This one's giving me a little bit of an issue. I mean, do I just move the rook? No. All right, I'll have to go back and check that one out. That one definitely was tough. This one is tough as well. Maybe that. No, that's not going to work. All right, I just got to blow through this one. I don't know. That was it, 15. Okay, that was definitely not my best ever. I got a 23 a few minutes before, but I guess that's all we're doing for today. I guess that's all we're going to do for today with that. Maybe we should hop into the meditation because that's the primary focus of these streams, right? That's like the main thrust of what I want to get across anyway. And I am so dehydrated. I'm going to be drinking a ton of water. I've been out camping for the last day and a half, and it was pretty damn hot. So, yeah. Kyrie, you say you're almost reaching the 500 follower mark. Can't wait to meet that moment. Nice, congrats. Yeah, that's got to be an amazing moment. That's got to be a cool moment. That's awesome. Yeah, beautiful. All right. You wish you could chess, but it seems too difficult to me. It's like anything, you know. If you put the work into it, if you have the time and you can put the time into it, you know, you'd probably be good at it, you know. But you got to put a lot of work and effort into it, like anything, right? You're not going to be good your first time playing. Swiss R is here. Big shout out to Swiss R, otherwise known as Fitness Yoga. Swiss is a excellent streamer here on Twitch. He does travel streams. He's up in Switzerland, so he shows you these beautiful scenic landscapes, and you get to see all this amazing stuff. Check him out. Drop him a follow. He's also he knows everyone in the fitness and health community. He is Twitch. He is Twitch to a certain extent. He's a really good dude. It's good to see you, Swiss. How you been? What's new in your world? Last time we talked, you said you were actually getting some sleep finally. I mean, that's the thing about Swiss is he would like stay up 3 days and he'd be on Twitch for like, you know, most of that time, just like doing his thing, right? But sometimes you gotta sleep. Sometimes you gotta actually recharge your batteries. We got a good group here. All right, what's new? What's new with you, Swiss? Or JT? What's new with you, for that matter? Kyrie, LO, did your resub not come through? I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything. JT, did you see anything on the screen? Twitch has been glitching. OBS has been like messed up lately though. I don't know if it worked or not, but I mean, it's showing on my screen. It shows that you have the badge. I mean, I guess you can see that too, right? So it must have come through, but I don't know. Twitch one of my friends has been trying to subscribe for the last 3 months and can't resubscribe for some reason. Swiss, you say you're starting to build a second brain. You're to start building a second brain. What does that mean? It sounds interesting. It sounds pretty neat, but like, what exactly does that mean? Building a second brain. I could interpret that in many different ways. Yeah, I can interpret that in too many ways. I like it though. I think it's good. Oh, like a mind map. Okay. All right. I get what you're saying. Oh, is it in my activities? Let me check, Kyrie. That's a good question. Let's see. It's not. No, it's not in my activity feed. It did not. It did not pop up into my activity feed. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes Twitch is weird. JT, you say you're finishing up the dishes. We'll join in meditation as soon as you're done. If you're going into meditation now, yeah, we're gonna hop up. We're gonna hop into meditation in just a minute. Well, you know what? All right, let's try to. Before I'll tell you what. JT. Let's we'll play one chess game actually, like not a puzzle rush. We'll play an actual game, and I'll like do some explaining of stuff too, and that should be helpful, I think. It'll basically be like a chess lesson, and I don't know how good this dude's gonna be, because or this girl because it's an anonymous game, so I won't see the rating. They could be a master. They could be a master level opponent who's just gonna cream me. It could be an international. It could be a grandmaster. It could also be a beginner. So I don't know how good they're gonna be. Chad Guy's here. Hey, Chad Guy, what's new with you, man? How you been? We're gonna do a quick chess game right here. I'm gonna play someone on Lee chess, but it's always a little bit of a. Oh, there we go. We got it. All right, we got it right here. Chad Guy, you say, would you lose respect for you if you take CBD gummies for inflammation and stiffness? Absolutely not, man. Absolutely not. No way, dude. I wouldn't lose respect for you for doing something like that. Like, I mean, I try not to lose respect for people for anything. It's like my metaphysics to a certain extent. But yeah, dude, if you have inflammation and stiffness, I've heard good things about CBD for that. All right. We're gonna play a 10-minute game, and I'm gonna do commentary while we play. So let's see how this goes. You hope. Shoot, I got to abort because it didn't go through. Now we gotta go to display. Here we go. Now we're ready. Okay, let's do it. 10 minutes. So I'm just taking the center. He's looking to fiend shadow his bishop. The idea is he's going to have this long diagonal, and I'm going to have the center. And he's going to castle pretty soon. I go big here. I like this huge center right here, because then I can envelop my knight, and my pawn. My knight's not going to be blocking my pawn on f2. It's always important to me. I like getting my knights behind my pawns, right? All right, so he does that. Let's see. So I can either trade off my bishop or my knight. Which piece do I want to lose? I'd rather, in this situation, I'd actually rather just do this, and then take. I'll take with the queen. No, I'm gonna take with the knight. We're gonna take with the knight right here. I want to keep my queen on the d4 pawn. That's my idea, just in case this all opens up. Castle. Okay. So this guy knows what he's doing. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't made any terrible moves yet. I think now is my chance to do this. Okay, now the question is how I recapture. So if I recapture with this pawn, the rook file is going to open up, and my rook's going to come alive. If I recapture with this pawn, we're going to have takes. I kind of like this idea. I think this is fun. Now this knight's got to go somewhere too. Like, where's this knight going to go? He's going to hop back here, or maybe hop to one of these squares. Yeah, he's just hopping around. He had to back up there. That's the idea there. He had to back up while I'm moving forward, and he's backing up, which is definitely going to be good for me, hopefully. All right, so let's get my bishop developed. So notice now my rook is in line with my queen, and my rook is in line with my queen. It's important to have your pieces connected. All right, so he wants to open things up. I'm cool with that. I think I just take like this. Let's see how he recaptures. If he takes with the pawn, I'll back. Okay, he's going to get rid of his dark square bishop, which I believe is a huge mistake. So when you fiend kettle your bishop and castle, your dark square bishop becomes a powerhouse. It it might be more powerful than my rook at sometimes, right? Even though it's typically only 3 points and rooks are 5 points. So he's allowing me to get rid of his dark square bishop. So it's kind of amazing, actually. I'm gonna do it. I'm definitely doing this. That's kind of interesting that he's doing that. All right, but can I break through? I still got to get moving. I gotta get moving in the right direction. All right, so I have this fork threat, forking the queen and rook. Let's see if I can. I want to get my queen more active too, but I got to worry about this pawn a little bit. Let's see how he defends this. Other ideas I have are queen to b3, right? Because then there's this with this push, there's check. All right, he's going in for that. So now the idea is if I hop in here, he'll take my rook first, and then you know, it's just not going to work out. Hold on, rook. So it'd be like knight, rook takes rook. What if I took with the? Let's just say I take with the king, and then he just moves his queen somewhere. Yeah, that's not good. So I need to do something else. All right. That's not quite going to work either. Oh, here we go. I think I got to get my queen developed to a very active square. And this is about as active as you get. All right. He could hop back in here to f6. And then he's on my queen, but then I just back up. So it would be like knight hops in, I back up. I don't really see a great continuation. I mean, he doesn't have a great continuation. Here's something else really important. Look at this knight right here. This is a dead piece. It can't go out to d7. It can't go to d7. It can't go to f6. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, it can't go to c6. All right. Okay. He's lashing out here, and that I believe is a mistake, because if I come here, if I come here, he's got the fork. I have this check though. Check, and then he runs. I don't want to take here. This looks pretty dangerous actually for him. He's gonna take my rook, and then I'll take. Yeah, I'm going in for this. So we're gonna have this kind of idea, right? He'll take, and then I'll take. All right. Now I have the rook file. Look at my rook on this open file. This is really strong. My queen's very active. All right, so he's getting a little nervous probably. How can I take advantage of this situation? I could win his rook right now. I could just go in and kill his rook, like sniper style. This might be the move. Unless I see something better. I'm sure there's a tactic here, but it's tough to spot them all. Huh. It's such a strong knight. I could try to cement it in, but then he gets a little counterplay. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a rook. Oh no, because then he could jump in here and he could hop. So here's a variation I'm looking at. Knight hops in, knight hops here on my queen though. Well, then I guess I just back up here. Then I have two pieces there, but then he takes my knight. Well, then I would have checkmate. Wait, hold on. Let me calculate that again, right? So we would have knight over, and then knight over here to f6, and then we would have my knight would be being attacked by his queen then, with the discovered attack, and my queen's being hit. So I would drop back. So now I have two pieces on his knight. He's attacking my knight. If he takes, I take. He takes, I take, and then it's looking good for me. Yeah, let's go with this. Let's run with this variation. So I'm gonna hop in right here. I'm expecting him to play this, to hop in right here, and then I'm gonna drop back. Yeah, there we go. I feel like this is doomed for him to take my knight. Because now I'm one move away from checkmate. So he's got to defend this, which he can. But like, I can get a lot of pressure on him real quick. Just got to play it right. So even though we have the same amount of material, I have way more development than he does. All right, so now how do I want to do this? Is the question. So I think I have a check there, but then he runs over. Come on over here. Huh. Check. I could try to force him to the... I kind of like him being in the corner. All right, let's start with this. We're gonna force him to the corner, and then yeah, this is looking right. This is looking good. Yeah, because now I have two pieces hitting the knight. My rook and my queen are hitting his knight. He only has one defender, so he's either got to move his rook over, and if he moves his knight, then I'm gonna win his queen. So he's got to probably bring his rook on over. All right, this is kind of interesting. And then I'm close to some checkmate threats. But his knight is guarding a key square, though. Let's see how this plays out. I mean, what's he gonna do? If he hops back here, that's not gonna work. So I'll just check him, and then mate him. So like the idea would be he hops here attacking my queen. Then I just move on over, check, and then he's got to come on over, and then we got mate. Oh, he's doing that? Okay, well that doesn't work. It doesn't work because I'm on the queen. He's like, oh well, I'm on your knight. I'm on your knight, so you got to move your knight. But I don't have to move my knight because I'm on his queen. Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, what has he got going on here? Oh, what is he gonna mate me or something? Is there some trick or something here? Let's see. Maybe there is. Maybe there's a trick. Maybe I'm missing something. All right. Let's see this. It's a little tricky. It's a little tricky right now. All right, well, whatever. Does he have a perpetual? He might have a perpetual here. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna win the game or be pretty damn close to it. Let's see. All right, he's gonna come down here or here and check me. No, he's gonna come down here and check me because my queen not here. He's coming to C1 with check. Then I'm gonna run over here. Then he's got like another check, and then I'll run over here. And like I gotta run with my king a little bit is the idea. And then I just got to get my king to a point where he can no longer check me because I have a checkmate in one threat right here on H7. So he's got to either check the shit out of me or like Oh, he's going to defend. He's going to defend. All right. Okay. All right. So now that's not going to work because I'm going to be able to get enough attackers on all this. Let's hold on. Actually, hold on. Check. Takes. Check. Oh yeah, this is going to lead to mate. Never mind. It's even better. Yeah, because look, he's got to take my rook, and then I check him, and then he's got to move. He's got to move here to f8, and then I have checkmate. Game over. GG. Check. Oh, he's got that. I didn't even see that. All right, what's up with that? Give me this pawn. All right, I'm not calculating correctly today. I didn't see that he had that. I blame it on the camping trip that I was just on. I was just on a day and a half camping trip. It was very strenuous, and I was out in the sun a lot. Now, I'm up a knight. I should win this game. But he's got some checks that he can throw in. Let's see what we got here. Let's, I want to get my knight more active. I want to get my knight in the action. I don't think he's got a perpetual. Like, you know, he can always come down here and throw in the check. My queen is covering the pawn, and then I just run over here. And then, like, where's he gonna, what's he gonna, oh, actually, he couldn't come, yeah, he would actually have to come down here, throw in a check. I run up here. He runs over here, check. Well, he can't even take because the queen's covering. I don't see anything for him. He's up on time, though, so I just can't be, like, super distracted. I can't be, like, ridiculous. Yeah, there's a check. And then I run over here. Now, what's this continue? Yeah, there's another check, right? That's nothing. I could even block it there, but I'm just going to run over here. I'm slowly creeping my king up the board. And eventually he's going to run out of checks, like right now. He doesn't have any good checks right now. So my plan is to come over here and start pressuring his king and go for some mates. Or I want to trade off queens, because if I can trade off queens, this is an easy game to clean up. I'm up material. I'm up a whole knight. This guy right here is what I'm up. So if I can just trade off the queen for queen, I'll have a knight and he won't, and I'll be able to mop up and just win this game. So queen trade would be great, or if I'm close to a mate threat, if I can force a mate threat. So he's trying some stuff. Let's see. We're gonna hop right in. Check. He's on my knight. It's a little problematic. All right, I can't think too long about this. We're gonna go in for this. Oh, he wanted the queen trade. That's amazing. That is so amazing. All right. Unbelievable that he actually wanted that queen trade. All right, we got to just push out here and play some chess now. End game. I have 1 minute and 9 seconds. Can I win this game? Can I win this game? Dun, 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 dun. Pretty fucking. This is like standard end game stuff. I'm up a whole night. I should be able to win, assuming I don't get like really ridiculous with stuff. All right. All right, that's fine. Just back up to here. He's going to get his king in, which is kind of interesting. So that's fine, though, I think. I think I need to just focus over here. All right, he's gonna mop up some pawns, actually. Come on. What am I doing? I'm like trying to throw this game, apparently. Okay, I see what I can do. Let's see. I'm going to sack this. If he takes, I push. All right, there we go. I'm going to be able to... Oh, no! I didn't calculate correctly. Shit. Terrible. I'm really choking time-wise. Yeah, time-wise, I'm blowing it like hardcore. I can't believe I just blundered away this game. What a disappointment. What a disappointment. Total disappointment. I don't even know why I'm playing it out. I should resign. Up a whole night going into the end game? Yeah. This is lost. Oh, what a garbage game. That was really bad. You know, this is what happens. This is what happens. You throw it all away at the end. All right, well, whatever. Are we gonna do some meditation or what? Are we gonna do some of this? Let's see. No, Chad Guy did not win, man. It was not glorious fashion. I just threw away my knight at the end. Yeah, not great, not great. It happens. It happens. I'm playing garbage chess lately, just so everyone knows. It's all garbage. All right. All right. Anyways, let's do the meditation. Let's get the meditation going. So, those of you who are listening to on headphones, there's a slight noise that you might hear in the meditation when I plug the headphones in, but I have a Buddhist chant that I play that chills things out. All right, so you want to find a comfortable seated position. You can sit on the floor in lotus pose. You can sit cross-legged, or you can sit in a chair. The main thing is to find a position that is comfortable for you. And then gently close your eyes. I have a Buddhist chant that I play that has a chime that rings every 2 seconds. And you can use it to help regulate your breath count. So take a few more slow, deep breaths on your own while maintaining good posture. Inhale through your nose, gently raising your belly. Exhale through your mouth, gently lowering your belly. Breathe in through your nose, slowly raising your abdomen. Breathe out through your mouth, slowly lowering your abdomen. Stay focused on your breath count. Inhale, raising your belly. Exhale, lowering your belly. Breathe in, raising your abdomen. Breathe out, lowering your abdomen. Focus on your breath count. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your breath calms your body, and your body calms your mind. Be mindful of your breath count. Visualize yourself sitting on the tallest mountaintop. Watching the clouds move through the sky beneath you. Two clouds float together and merge into one. And one cloud stretches apart, separating into two. These clouds move through the sky before disappearing from the horizon. These clouds are like your thoughts. Thoughts come into being and exist for a while, and then disappear from your mind. That is the nature of human thought. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which obscures your third eye sight. Focus on your breath. When thoughts arise in your mind, visualize them as clouds floating through the sky, eventually disappearing over the horizon. And return your awareness to your breath. Your essence is love. Your love is manifested as light. Your purpose is to shine your light on others. Awakening the inner light within them. And they will shine their light on all whom they encounter. Until all of humanity is glowing radiantly as one once again. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that is of no benefit to you. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which hinders your evolution. Focus on your breath count. When thoughts arise in your mind, picture them as clouds floating through the sky before disappearing over the horizon. And return your focus to your breath count. On your next breath, travel down beneath the level of conscious awareness. Go to the region of your heart chakra. Feel the love that emanates from this location. And the warmth which surrounds your love. Feel the perfect peace that resides here. and the joy which accompanies it. For in this holy place, separation and division cannot exist. In this place, there can be only oneness. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which obscures your third eyesight. Focus on your breath. When thoughts arise in your mind, visualize them as clouds floating through the sky before disappearing over the horizon. And return your awareness to your breath. On your next breath, travel all the way down to your center point. The place at your core of your being. The location where opposites cannot enter. For in this place, only the purest monism exists. In this place, we remember the holy song. Recalling all the love that we were created as. In this place, perfect oneness reigns supreme. As we direct our attention at the center point. Focus on your center. And when you're ready, travel through. I'll see you on the other side. At your center point, you remember your true identity. At your center, you remember how you came to be. Here, at your center point, you recall your divine purpose. At your center, you are a bearer of light. Here, at your center point, love flows eternally. For at your center, your true essence becomes known. At your center, your divine prophecy is revealed. As you step away from this dualistic framework and enter pure oneness, be the light. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which obscures your third eye vision. Focus on your breath count. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all stress and tension from your body. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all stress and tension from your mind. Inhale. Exhale, releasing any existential angst from your being. Breathe in. breathe out, releasing any fear and worry from your mind. Gently open your eyes, returning to the present moment, bringing with you the peace from this meditation throughout the remainder of your day. Namaste. Thank you all so much for being here with me in this sacred space. I am honored and humbled to be here with you as your meditation guide. I hope you all feel more peace, love, and calm in your lives. And I hope you use the tool of meditation in the real world to calm down when you're in a challenging situation. Namaste. Well, thank you all so much. How was that for everyone? Hey, one sluggy, excellent. You enjoyed. I'm great. I'm honored to be here with you. And JT Farms, namaste to you too. Excellent. That was a 36-minute meditation, which is a good amount of time. I always say that, no matter how long we meditate for, I always say it's a good amount of time, because it is. Any time spent meditating is quality time spent. Hey, Crit Bite, how's it going, friend? Good to see you, man. It's been a while. How's everything going with you, friend? Sparkalicious, you popped in during the meditation. Good to see you. Sparkalicious is an excellent streamer here on Twitch. She streams, she does sound healings, she does meditations, she does tarot. She's a really talented, really good human being, and she lives what she preaches, which is what I like about her. So definitely check her out and drop her a follow. Let's see, Critbite, you say you got here halfway in. Cool, yeah. Whenever you can get in, get a little meditation in, right? That's how we do it here. We just try to get whatever meditation we can in. Okay, I think it's time for a little chakra balancing. I have the Sevenfold Journey, Reclaiming Mind, Body, and Spirit Through the Chakras. And that is the book that I used when I was going through a chakra cleansing phase. I was in a chakra balancing work group, and we used this book and worked through it in order to cleanse ourselves. So I'm going to take a quick break, fill up my water, and then I will be right back. So hang tight, everyone, and I will see you in a minute. All right, we are back. Okay, got some water. Hope everyone feels refreshed. Let's see. Critbite, you've been meditating a lot and studying a bunch of religions. People think I'm going to join a cult or something. Well, that's how it is. A lot of people don't get it, right? When someone turns to meditation and starts studying spirituality and religion, sometimes they don't. It's hard for them to understand like why you're doing the thing you're doing, right? But that's just how it goes. Everyone's got different journeys to take. Everyone has a different path. That's cool though. That's cool that you're educating yourself on that, and you've been meditating a lot. I found most of my significant significant understandings have come via meditation. Some have come by reading and studying philosophy and religion, but a lot of them have just come through meditation, which is pretty cool. Okay, let's see. Where were we here? We are working on the root chakra, which is the chakra at the base of the spine. It's also associated with earth. Earth is the element associated with it. So, where are we here? Oh, there's all sorts of cool movements too that you can do with these. I don't know about all these movements though. I don't know about all this. Child's pose, locust. I do locust in Bikram yoga. Working with movements, manifestation. All right. We got to go back to where we were though. So, let's see. We did sharing the experience. We did understanding the concept. Check, check. We did manifestation. Check. We did early development. The body. JT, did we do the body yet? Did we work on the body yet? I don't recall. I don't recall if we got to that or if we left off at that part. No. All right. Well, we're ready. We're ready for the body. Hope everyone's ready for the body. All right, let's do this. Let's become hardcore chakra balancers. You know, if anyone asks, like, you know, what you did tonight, you say I did some hardcore chakra balancing and then went to a metal show and kicked some ass in the pit. All right. So, the body. Our physical universe begins with our body. It is the only physical certainty in our lives from birth to death, and we only get one. We cannot stress enough the importance of the body in the first chakra and in the whole chakra system. It is the foundation upon which everything else begins and ends. Our body is the home for our spirit. It is the physical manifestation of all that happens to us, the hardware in which all our programs run. Interesting. I mean, this is an idea talked about in a lot of philosophical ideologies and belief systems, right? That the body is simply a physical manifestation of the mind. I don't know if you all buy into that. I lean towards believing that all matter, all spatial temporal constructs are simply things that we've manifested from our mind. Our mind is actually a oneness state. And then from that oneness state, we manifest stuff in this illusory dualistic framework, basically spatial-temporal entities. But that's just my opinion. And so a lot of people believe there's different variations of that belief that go around. But it's kind of it's regardless if you believe it or not, it's kind of a neat thing to think about. First chakra work focuses on the body, beginning with awareness. We focus on health, diet, fitness, exercise, and physical interactions with the world. So we're also focusing on relations here. So that's what they're saying here. So we're not just focusing on the body, but we're also focusing on the attributes of the body and things like that. We pay attention to how we feel about our body and to how we feel in our body. That's kind of interesting. How we feel about our body, right? So our evaluation of our body, like, are we happy with our physical fitness? Are we happy with our health? Yada, yada, our judgments about that. And then also how we feel in our body. So like, if you kind of scan your body, like, how do you feel? Do you feel pretty centered? Do you feel grounded? Or do you feel kind of like floating all over the place? Do you feel disconnected from your body? Yoga is one of the best things to help us get reconnected with the body. It really strengthens the mind-body connection. So do we feel awake and alive? Or do we feel sluggish and heavy, right? These are good questions. How do we feel in our body? Mastering the first chakra involves gaining an understanding and healing of our own bodies and of the part they play in our overall state of consciousness and interaction with the world around us. There's a lot in there. Let's unpack that for a second. So mastering the first chakra involves gaining an understanding and healing of our own bodies, okay, and of the part they play in the overall state of consciousness and interaction with the world around us. This is no easy task, right? This is tough stuff. It's very difficult, but we work at it and we get better. For some, it may be the crux of their work, requiring attention and focus greater than that of any other chakra. Interesting. They said that earlier too in this section. I thought that was kind of neat that the root chakra could be the most difficult for some people. For others, the body may be healthy, but taken for granted, and a great source of information and pleasure is then absent from our consciousness, namely the mind-body connection. Healing the body is an exciting journey of reclamation. With it comes a healing of all the chakras. Yeah, I mean, and we were talking, this is a common theme that we've been talking about lately. Like if your body is messed up, if you're in a lot of pain, if you're struggling, if you're sick, if you're unhealthy, it's really tough. It's really tough to feel love and peace within you, right? Evelyn, hey, good to see you. Good to see you again. How you doing? You still at work? You still working hard? Hardly working? What are you doing? What are you doing? We're actually we're going through sevenfold journey right now. We're on to home and finance. We're balancing our chakras one day at a time. All right. The issue of home is also related to the first chakra. Attention to the physical space that comprises our home, as well as the emotional sense of home, is part of the work of fortifying our foundation. If our childhood home was not a pleasant place, or if there were frequent moves that hindered our sense of stability, we need to rewrite our program about how to create a nurturing and stable home for ourselves. This can be done by giving special time and focus to our current home, keeping it clean, redecorating, or planting a garden. That's kind of cool. Everyone go out and plant a garden. I'm all for that. All right. Our larger home is the earth. And in the first chakra, we can also look at our care for the planet as the home for us all. Our personal home is our personal piece of the earth. The concept of caring for our home engenders the concept of caring for the earth, our little piece that is specifically entrusted to us. That's pretty cool. I like that. Other work in Chakra 1 involves attendance to the details of our mundane reality. Money, food, housing, sleep, and cleaning are aspects of our daily lives that are rudimentary subroutines of our survival programs. Our sense of prosperity has to do with our right to have, our innate sense of value, and the social economic conditions of our childhood and our ability to engage with the mundane world in a grounded and effective way. Yeah, and I think that's true, right? I think that's absolutely the case, right? We need to, first of all, we need to feel worthy. We need to feel worthy of having, and then we'll have, right? And second of all, the way we value things, right? The evaluations we make about different things in the world, about what we want out of life, those things are also super important, along with having all our basic needs met, obviously. Okay, cool. We're gonna leave it at that for today. I don't like doing too much of it in one time. I feel like it's better just to do a little bit and think about it and kind of ponder it, and then you can even go to sleep and think about it a little bit when you're going to sleep. You can think, hey, does my root chakra feel balanced? Does my energy feel like it's being blocked in any sense, or do I feel like everything's flowing well? Right? So these are all things to consider. But yeah, I don't like to do too much. I kind of feel like if it's information overload, we don't really get anywhere fast. All right. So let's see. That is that. JT, are you going to send me a bookmark? You're going to send me a bookmark so I don't have to ask you every time like where we're at. I should just put a bookmark in here. It's not like I don't own any bookmarks. Bite size is good, yeah, Evelyn. I agree. I think it's good. I think it's like it's just kind of nice to just have like a little piece of knowledge, kind of etch away at purifying the root chakra, whatever chakra we're working on, and then just take it slow, right? There's no rush, there's no hurry. Okay, so next up, let's see. JT, you say I'm gonna make you a feather bookmark. Just gotta make it first. All right, if you want to make me a bookmark, I will use it. I definitely will. But I do have some bookmarks over there. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Crit Bite, you say you're in love with simplicity lately. Yeah, simplicity is the way to go. I live a very minimalistic lifestyle, and I feel like living a minimalistic lifestyle gives me a greater sense of order in my life. Right? When I have clutter all around, when I'm like surrounded by stuff everywhere, I just feel everything just feels chaotic. But when I'm in like a dark, quiet room by myself, just relaxing and meditating and really connecting with the divine, I feel at home, and that's what we want to feel. We want our home to be a home. Some of our homes stress us out. We don't want that. We want our home to actually make us feel joy and peace and love, right? We want to smile when we're walking our door, not frown because we're going to be looking at messes everywhere. Excuse me. Evelyn, you say you like to let things sink in, digest in your subconscious. Yeah, I'm the same way. And in grad school, that was one of the ways I learned a lot because I would study something, and then I would just go to sleep, and it would blossom in my mind, and I'd think about it as I was drifting off to sleep, and sometimes even when I was dreaming, I would think about that kind of stuff, right? I remember I was learning about the language of thought hypothesis, which was proposed by Jerry Fodor in I think the late 80s, early 90s, and the idea with the language of thought hypothesis is that he believed that the mind had two components. It had a syntactic component and a semantic component. So it had like syntax and basically syntax and content, right? And he believed that those two parts, that our minds basically operated like computers. That was his thought. That was his reasoning. He said our minds were basically computers, and he wrote up this awesome thing called the language of thought hypothesis, and he was pretty influential in philosophy of mind. All right. JT, but do I have a feather? I don't have a feather. I don't have any feathers. I keep no feathers in my house. I don't have any feathers around. Hey, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, good to see you. Yeah. Let's see. You say, hey, what's up, buddy? Good to see you out here. Yeah, good to see you. You're my Chi-Town brother, right? Was it Logan Square? Hollywood Hulk Hogan in Logan Square? Welcome back, man. Yeah, we just finished going through the Chakra balancing book. And we went through some stuff about the first chakra. We did a guided meditation prior to that. And we're just doing a little philosophy talk. And we've kind of been just all over the place today. I played some chess earlier. I played some terrible chess earlier. So here's a pattern that I've been getting into. And this is a terrible pattern. So when I play chess now, like when I play a 10-minute game, I always get like way ahead. Like this last game, I was up a whole night, and then we get into like I start getting low on time, and I just blow it. And it's incredibly like frustrating, and it keeps happening. So I'm interested to see if it's going to keep happening like for the rest of my life. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Let's see. Hollywood Hulk Hogan, yes sir. Logan Square right off the blue line. Yeah, absolutely. Nice. Cool. By the way, that's convenient. That's convenient that you're right off the blue line. You can just hop on and hit anything up in the city. Beautiful. Crit Bite, handy to have a pet dove or two. It would be like, where are my doves? I don't have any doves around, right? Where are all my doves? I need to get some doves. That would be a pretty cool. Like, what if I was like doing some magic tricks? I'm like, hey, and I just like started like pulling doves like out of my sleeve. I think people would like that. Maybe that's what I need. I need to start like pulling doves. Or I kind of feel like I'd end up like looking like Job in Arrested Development. Have any of you guys seen Arrested Development out there? Like it's a pretty hilarious show. It's like an older show. It's from like what the 2000s, I think, like early 2000s, I think. I don't know, but it's pretty funny. Like Job is like this Jason Bateman's brother, and he's just like this terrible magician, and he has like no self-awareness. I feel like if I tried to be a magician, I'd be like that guy. Crit Bite, you say hi, yeah, right. Yeah, and Evelyn, you say, yeah, you know the show. It's a funny show. Those of you who like David Cross is in it. He's one of my favorite comedians. And by the way, he plays a really funny character in that show. He's what's called a never nude. And some of you may not have heard this term before, I never nude. And the idea is he never gets naked, like ever. Like even when he's by himself in the shower, he showers with these like cut off jean shorts on. It's like, it's so absurd. It's so absurd. This guy is a never nude. It's not good for his wife either, right? Let's see. Hollywood, you say never seen it. It was, you was always into Sunny in Philadelphia at the time that came out. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Everyone was digging Sunny and Always Sunny in Philadelphia. There was some genius stuff in there. I couldn't watch it too much though, because like I started like I kind of felt grimy after watching it. Like when I would like binge watch it. My buddy Brian and his wife Erin were like super into that show. So I'd go over there and we'd like binge watch it, and I always kind of walked away feeling grimy, but I laughed my ass off. That was a good show. All right, I think we're ready to do. I want to do another chess game. So let's set it up. Let's see if we're nope. That's definitely not my chess game. All right, let's see. Let's get it back. There we go. So that last game was a joke because I was up a whole night at the end, and I got low on time. 23 seconds. Look at that. I gotta fix my camera, by the way. Oops. Here we go. There we go. You can all see me now. Now you can all see me. Hello, everyone. When I'm getting my ass beat in chess, you can all see me now. I accidentally moved my window capture above the camera, so it was masking the camera image. All right, let's play some chess. Hey, Infinity, thank you so much for the raid. Much appreciated. How are you doing? Let's go back to this. Those of you who don't know me, my name is Agni James. Is this Twin Flames, by the way, or who is this Dane or Twin Flames? Who did the raid? My name is Agni James. I am a guided meditation streamer here on Twitch. I also stream. I have a master's in analytic philosophy, so I stream philosophy of mind, philosophy of science, and metaphysics discussions. Danny John, thank you so much for the subscription. Much appreciated. How are you, Danny John? Popping out of nowhere. I totally am grateful. And then I also am a chess instructor, so I teach chess lessons, and I play chess on Twitch, and those are like some of the main things I do. We're also doing chakra balancing, so we've been going through this book, and we've been balancing our chakras, which is cool. It's the same book I used when I was in a chakra balancing work group. Anyone who does not know Infinity, it's Twin Flames. Good to see you. Definitely check out Infinity. Drop them a follow. It's a tag team duo that they stream, and they're incredible. They're into health. They're into yoga. They're into just overall well-being, not just physical well-being. You know, there's a lot of people in. Thank you so much for the follow, Annalea. Thank you so much for the follow. There's a lot of people in the fitness and health community that are only into like the physical component of the body, right? But there's much more to it. You have to be, if you want to be healthy, you have to be healthy on a physical, mental, and emotional level. So it's cool that Infinity honors that, and that they talk about all that stuff. So definitely check them out and drop them a follow. And let's see, who else is here? Oh, Rydorian. Hey, good to see you, friend. How are you doing, Rydorian? I hope all is well with you. I didn't even see you popped in. Right during the raid. Good to see you, friend. What's going on in your world? How you been? All right, we got a lot going on here. Lots been going on here. All right. Let's see. Going very good. You're happy. You're doing well. Oh, you're talking to JT, and you're going good. Excellent. All right, we're about ready to do some chess. So I'm gonna do a chess lesson on, and I don't know. I play anonymously on Lee Chess. I've been playing terrible chess like when I stream for some reason. I can't. I haven't been playing good chess, but we'll give it another shot because you never know. 10-minute games, and I'll explain what I'm doing while I'm playing. So even if I'm terrible and like lose, at least hopefully we'll learn something from this process. All right. Let's try it out. So this is Queen's Gambit right here. If he takes, that's the Queen's Gambit accepted. If he doesn't, if he refrains from taking, this is not Queen. This is Queen's Gambit declined. All right. Now I believe I'm actually supposed to play. This is how the line goes. Then Knight's gonna get developed. Then I'll be pushing out my pawn either here or here. E3 or E4. Bishop's gonna get developed. All right, let's I play this I play this weird line. This is like the line I play. It's actually technically not a great line. bishop to f4, you're actually supposed to play your bishop to g5. But I like this variation. This is like what I call my pet variation. We're gonna go into this. Sometimes we have pet variations. Now, if he doesn't play his bishop right, okay, so he played his bishop where I wanted him to, right? So then I'm gonna actually push out, and my idea is to play c5 and gain space and block in his bishop. So I'm gonna go do that now. If he ever challenges my bishop, because this bishop's like a beast on this diagonal, I'm gonna be attacking over here, then I'm gonna just drop back all the way. So that's the idea with behind h3. All right, so there we go. We got that. Now this light square bishop, I believe, is better off here. So I basically have the setup I want, which is cool. Notice how he's a lot more cramped, right? Okay. Oh, he wants to close it off. He wants to close it off. So I have a decision to make now. All right. So if he takes with the queen. I'm going to keep it closed. I'm going to keep it closed, and my claim is that I have more space. So sure, he could try to break it open over here, but I'm just going to keep it closed right here. Let's go with this. All right. So here we have this, and then if he takes, I will recapture, and if he takes with the rook, I will capture with the queen. Then I'm going to castle. All right. So he wants to completely close it off, which is perfectly fine with me. All right. So now, because I have more space. At the end of the day, if someone's going to lock everything down, you want to at least have more space. So I'm going to push out. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going at him. I'm going at him right now. Let's see what he does. Notice how his bishop has no good squares it can go to, right? Okay, he wants to go in for that. That's perfectly fine. So now the question is, do I take first? Let's see. I could capture first, right? And then he takes, and then I got to move my knight somewhere. Or I could not do that. I could just defend and then take with the queen. I think it's better. I want to take, and then I'm going to move my knight. The question is, where do I move my knight to? See, this move looks kind of weird to me, right? If I move my knight down here, he's got f5. Maybe it's not weird. Maybe it's fine. Let's see. Could always if I hop my knight in here, he can just put pressure on it like that. We're gonna come back here, and I'm pretty sure we're attacking this pawn. I'm pretty sure he might try something like this pretty soon or eventually. We'll see. All right, he's going in for that. So now basically I'm loading up. Oh, I see. He wants to get his knight. He wants to get his knight in here, I think. I think that's the idea. Okay, so that's just a blunder. He just blundered because I can just take. All right, so I'm up the bishop. He wants a take back. I'll give him a take back. Yeah, take that move back, buddy. There you go. Otherwise, we were gonna have a real short game because I would have just been up the bishop. By the way, Lee chess is weird. It allows you to take moves back if your opponent agrees to it. I agree because I'd rather have a good game. All right. So notice how I have two attackers on this pawn, right? This is a little bit of an issue for him. He has a strong knight. That's something that he has going for me. But I have two attackers here. I mean, he's got like this kind of idea to defend. But then I'm gonna take. He's gonna take. All right, so he's going in for this, which I don't know. I don't know if I like this. Let's see. He takes. I take. I'm just gonna go in for this. This is crazy. This is craziness. Look at this. Yeah, and if he takes, I can even take with my knight now, which is kind of crazy, right? If we have like bishop takes, my knight can just hop in here and take. That's kind of cool. What's he gonna do here? He might he can't move his queen anymore because of my knight. My knight is boxing out a lot of key squares. I could even hop my knight. Look how beautiful my knight would be on d6, right? In the heart of his territory, controlling a bunch of squares. And by the way, chat. Sorry, I don't talk during to chat during games. I got to focus, and even though I'm trying to focus, it's still probably going to be garbage. Okay, so here's the situation. I'm actually going to take with the pawn No, I'm not, because then he's going to hop in here with the knight. So I'm going to take like this. If I had taken with the pawn, then he would have come in here and taken it with the knight, which would have been sloppy. All right, so look at this beautiful diagonal for my queen. That's one positive. This is pretty locked down. Okay, now he's trying to bust it open. So now he wants to bust it open. So I'm going to develop. Notice how I'm uncastled, right? This is kind of weird that I'm uncastled, but I have an attack going. And if he takes, I recapture, and it opens up my rook file. And then I'm going to have all of this pressure on him right here. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3 pieces all eyeing h7. This is a lot of pressure, right? And if I can find the tactic, there's probably a checkmate in there somewhere, or like at least win material. Like this feels totally winning. I mean, I'm up a pawn. I'm up a pawn right now. I don't know. But then again, last game felt winning too, and I was up a whole night, and I just blew it because of time pressure at the end. Yeah, this is kind of neat. This is one of those situations where if he takes, I'm gonna have a major advantage when I recapture. But if I take, it's not as good. Well, either way. Well, no. If I take, it's not as good. All right, he's trying to come up with an idea probably. I mean, I have 3 attackers here. Like I have 4 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 pieces attacking f5. I could just go pawn hunting. It's not really exciting to go pawn hunting, but a pawn's a pawn at the end of the day. So I have 4 attackers. He has 1, 2, 3 defenders, right? All guarding this pawn right here, right? By the way, this bishop counts as a defender, even though it's like it's not directly defending this, right? Because this pawn's only, because if this pawn takes, then the bishop will be defending that pawn. That's something a lot of newer people to chess don't realize, that a piece is, even if it's blocked off by another piece, if the other piece recaptures, it still counts as a defender. So he's in the think tank right now. This guy's like thinking real hard about what to do right here. I should probably be spending my time more wisely. What I should be doing too is castling. I should be castling queenside, getting my rooks very active on this and attacking on the king side. Because look, this is where my pieces are all lined up on, right? My pieces are all lined up on this diagonal. When this gets traded off, my rook is going to have this semi-open file. It's looking pretty good. I don't know what this guy's thinking of though. What's he doing? What's he thinking? I mean, his light square bishop is not developed. He's got to get this bishop developed. But where's he going to develop it to, right? I mean, it's a long ways away, right? To get it active. His rook's undeveloped. Maybe like he could play a7 and then swing his rook over and try busting it up over here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what this guy does. Or maybe he just left. Sometimes you get guys that just they feel like you can't. There's nothing they can do, so they just leave. And that would be pretty shitty, though. I will say this, because I gave this guy a take back. I literally gave this guy a take back. I didn't need to give this guy a take back. But whatever. Let's see. What else is interesting about this position? Oh yeah, so look at these pawns right here. So notice how these pawns are all like locked up, right? This is called like an interlocking pawn chain, right? And when pawns are locked up like this, knights actually become really strong. And bishops are much weaker because bishops are just kind of blocked in, right? They're just looking at pawns. Okay, so good. He didn't leave. Thank God. All right. He didn't leave. That's good. All right, I'm going to go ahead with my plan. See, I'm in no rush. That's the cool thing about my position. I'm in zero rush. So, and if he ever takes, I have like crazy attacks I can do here. So I'm simply going to castle. He can push here. And then if I take, he'll hop in with his knight. He's got that idea. Actually, I don't think I should take then. If he pushes, I think I need to do something else. All right. So he's got his queen. He's got his queen active now. So let's see. What would be good to do here? I don't like this push. We have this. See, I push. He's got that. And then I got this. Oops. I got this. All right, I'm gonna go in for this. I'm really gonna crack at the center. No, I don't like that because then. All right, we're taking. It took me a long time. It took me a long time to do that. That really took a long time. All right. Let's see. What am I doing here? What am I doing? All right, we're pushing out this way. If he plays this, I'm hopping over here with my knight. Okay, so now the idea is that's a bad move because I just win the queen. His idea was to try to pin the pawn to the king. So his queen here, right, pinning the pawn to the king, so my pawn wouldn't be able to like push forward or do anything. Okay, so this guy just left. He's pissed because he just blundered away his queen. So this is going to be a good game in 2 seconds. All right, good game. That was a victory. And let's analyze it real quick. We'll do a quick analysis using the computer because the computer is your friend if you're a chess player. All right, we go back to the beginning. The beginning. Wait, here we go. All right. So everything's fine up to this point. Everything's fine. By the way, this number up here, this number right here, the 0.4, means I have a very slight advantage. If this was negative 0.4, my opponent would have a slight advantage. If I was up just 1, then I would have the equivalent of a 1 pawn advantage if I was up 1 whole point. But I'm up 0.4 points. This is early. All right, so I play this. This is all standard. All right, I got a pretty big advantage. I'm up like the equivalent of a pawn, even though it hasn't been taken. And it recommends my move. It likes a3 here. Yep, that's what I played. Okay, it says I'm up 3 points now. So this is all standard. Take. All right. Nothing that crazy here. So he actually kind of evened it up here. Interesting. I didn't realize that this could actually be good for him. But then again, this is Stockfish 14 that's looking at this really, really in depth. All right, so. All right. So I got a 1.5 advantage. And then then he just blunders his queen. All right, well, fair enough. Fair enough. He tried his best, right? He definitely tried his best. Okay, so where were we in chat? Right, Dorian, you say you have one more workout to get in. Twin has me thinking on things to add. Oh, nice. Do you have like a whole workout routine? That's cool. And Rydorian, you say you're on the East Coast. New Jersey. Nice. Yeah, East Coast. You got the East Coast. So you have the good fish. You have the good fish on the East Coast. You know, I'm in Chicago. We don't have good fish out here. You have like a good lobster too, and we don't have that. Critbot, you say your buddy is pushing the rice and chicken diet on you. That's intense, man. I don't think I could handle that. I don't think I could handle just rice and chicken. He's always like, gym now, gym membership now gym. Let's see. Only rice and chicken every meal? Protein injection diet. LOL, you don't know. Interesting. You say, you're good, by the way, Agni. Well, at chess, sometimes I can play, sometimes I can't. Right, Dorian, you say whole grain rice with chicken broccoli. Broccoli is super, super healthy. It's like one of the healthiest things you can eat. If you're going to eat vegetables, you want to eat broccoli. And create by cutting sugar is the meta play. Exactly. That's like the simplest thing you can do to help your life. I had a friend that used to drink like 3 or 4 Cokes every day, and he cut out all pop, all soda from his diet. That's the only thing he did. He didn't change anything else, and he lost 70 pounds. That's crazy. All he did was cut out like 4 Cokes a day. But like that totally worked for him. Yeah, sugar's poison. Like the way that it's pushed on people and the way they inject it into food. McDonald's used to pump sugar into their lettuce because they're crazy assholes, and they wanted to make it more addictive, right, and taste better. Right, Dorian, you say good thing to cut out. You like looking for stuff with no added sugar versus no sugar at all, especially with fruit. Yeah, absolutely. JT, how do you know if he left? It said you can claim victory, so he disconnected. So if he disconnects, you can like reclaim victory in like 10 seconds. If he doesn't reconnect. That's the way that works. A crit bite, you say, the creamer in the coffee is killing you, you think. God only knows what that's doing long term. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know much about creamer, to be honest. I do drink almond milk. That's like something that I'm big into now. I'm very hardcore into almond milk. That's like pretty much all I drink. I used to drink regular milk, and I've noticed like when I drink almond milk, I feel like pure health. I feel like so healthy just drinking that stuff. I don't know. Some people, swear by soy milk. Some people swear by just regular milk, but almond milk has something special in it, as far as I'm concerned. Infinity say, thank you so much for having us and spreading love. Got some work to do, so you couldn't really stay in chat. Yeah, hey, thank you again for the raid. I super appreciate it. Twin Flames, you and Dane are incredible, and yeah, everyone check them out and drop them a follow. They're wonderful people. Okay, Rydoran, you say almond or cashew milk. You agree? Yeah, almond milk is great. I haven't experimented with cashew milk enough, but I should check out more with cashew milk. And Evelyn, you also like almond. Yeah, it seems like people who are in touch with their bodies tend to really like almond milk. It just kind of, it feels good. It feels like soothing to the body. I've been really trying to consume more of it. I've been going through it quick though. Like I go through liquids pretty damn quick. So like I'll buy 2 gallons at a time, and I'm like through it in like a few days. Let's see. Evelyn, you say soy is okay when you're desperate. So when you're desperate, you'll do the soy milk, but typically you won't go to those depths, right? You won't go to those lows. Hate oat milk, yuck. I don't mess around with. You're drinking too many types of milk. How many types? You're talking about cashew milk. You're talking about oat milk and soy milk, and like how many? Like what do you have? Like 50 types of milk that you're drinking? You have like your top 5. I didn't even know there are these many types of milk. Like what's going on here? I thought there was just like almond milk and soy and regular milk. All right, a soy is like liquid death to your taste buds, Ella. And good night. Yeah. There's so many. There are a lot. All right, let's do a quick puzzle rush. We got to keep people on their toes. We're gonna do a quick puzzle rush. Let's get it all set up. All right. Here we go. Not this one again. All right. Okay. So yeah, when it does this, I get to mess around a little bit, and there we go. Here we go. It should be working now. Yeah. There we go. All right. So my best ever is 28. Is that what I said? I think that's my best ever. Puzzle rush. Yeah, 28 is my best ever, and my best today is 23. So let's see what I can do. Let's see if I can get up there at all. That's a sneaky one right there. There's a nice fork. Ooh, this one's pretty too. And then you get this beauty. Oh, there we go. And then deflection. Bye-bye, queen. There we go. All right. So that doesn't quite work, does it? Because of the knight. Sounds a little tricky. I think I can just take the bishop, can't I? Let's see. Check. This one's... No, it's... Why is this one so tricky? I think I just take... Oh, nope, that wasn't it. I got to go back and see what I missed on that one. That one was not great. I think you're just going for this. Nope. All right. I can only mess up on one more. Let's see if I can do this accurately. Do this. Oh, no, just push. Just push through. All right. And then... Yeah, there we go. Oh, terrible. 14. So I've been very sporadic today. I think I had like a 23. I had like a 13 and a 14. All right, let's get this back in order. All right, that's Puzzle Rush. Anyways, that's Puzzle Rush. All right. Let's see. Macadamia is yum. So that's a type of milk. You could have macadamia milk. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't even know that was a thing. Let's see. I'm into loose leaf green tea. That's like the one thing that I've been drinking over the last few years. It just feels a lot healthier than like coffee, and I just feel better when I have that. I'm not big into bag tea. It's just not my thing. Not my cup of tea. Oh, that was really bad. That was so fucking bad. I can't even handle it. Crit Bite, you say or no. Crit Bite, the green tea meta, yeah. Quality loose leaf Dragonwell. Ooh, I don't know Dragonwell. I'll have to check that out. Dragonwell. I just buy the stuff at the bulk food store down the street because it's like ridiculously cheap and it's good. It's kind of funny. They just happen to have loose leaf green tea in there. Right, Dorian, you had to mix tea and almond or cashew before you drank it by yourself. Interesting. You had to mix the two together. Tea and almond or cashew milk. Huh. Right, Dorian, you say you don't drink coffee, so you can't recommend adding to that. Is that your thing? Maybe try it. If that's your thing, maybe try it. Yeah. Evelyn, you're trying to wean off. Yeah, you're trying to wean off what? You're trying to wean off of milk or what? Oh, of coffee, right? Yeah, coffee, dude. I drink coffee for a few years from like 2018 through like 2020 or 2017 through 2020 through this year. I was like drinking it earlier this year, right? And then I recently gave it up. I don't like the way I was feeling. I was feeling like some tightness in my chest and just kind of like real fucked up and just in weird in weird ways and stuff. I couldn't handle it anymore. So I switched over totally to green tea, and I just feel healthier now that I'm doing that. And I even take breaks. Like today I didn't have any green tea. I think maybe that's why I'm a little sluggish today. Also the camping doesn't help with that. Let's see. Cripite, you say it's a cosmic unwind recommendation. Oh, cool. Yeah. Cool. Kripa, you like herbal teas, but it's not something you drink because of coffee addiction. Yeah. If you have a coffee addiction, then I get it, man. I get it. You got to stay away from anything that reminds you of coffee. Right, Dorian, you do herbal more than green tea. It's called calming herbal tea. What in it? You're not sure. You do want to get a tea set and do loose leaf. Loose leaf is the way to go. It really is. Something about it. It just feels more authentic when you're drinking loose leaf tea. It just feels better than like sticking a bag, of like prepackaged stuff into your drink, right? You don't want to stick a bag in there. You want to like actually have loose leaf. It just seems more natural. Evelyn, do I feel better now? Yeah, I mean, I've been feeling better. Today's like a weird day. I've been camping the last 2 days, and I was out in the heat. So I kind of feel a little bit off. I was like lugging around like everyone's like camping gear and shit for some reason. For some reason, I was the guy that was like pulling the cart. I felt like an ox. I was like literally the guy like loading everyone's stuff from the car and like bringing it all the way to the campsite and transporting it. And I kept having to like lift everyone's stuff. I just felt like too much. Let's see, JT, you prefer herbal, little to no caffeine. Yeah, exactly. In herbal, there's hardly any or none. There's hardly any or none. Well, I think all the herbals that I have don't have any caffeine in them actually. But if you're gonna drink caffeine, it just seems like it's better to drink it in tea than coffee. That's my take at least. I mean, there are people that will disagree with me on that, but I feel like it's just tea's lighter. It's just not as heavy of a stimulant. It feels like there's less caffeine in there. But I could be wrong. Maybe it just hits you differently. All right. Well, let's see. I think, let's see. Evelyn, you say you agree you're going to swap to chai. Yeah. Try chai. I mean, I never got into the chai tea. But I know a lot of people swear by it. It seems like it's good stuff. And Rydorian, you say you enjoy running off your natural energy. It's easier to manage going from calm to active. Natural energy is so important. And a lot of people are like, well, I'll get tired. I can't do this stuff. If you get yourself worked up, you can kind of summon. You can summon energy, right? I mean, Evelyn knows about summoning energy, right? When you're doing yoga, I mean, it's like you could go into a yoga session tired, right? And you go in and you start doing some stuff, and all of a sudden you feel that energy, you feel that strength come in within you, right? And then all of a sudden you're energized, and it's like, hey, I got this without having to put caffeine in my body, and it's like a good natural feeling, right? I always prefer it over. I always prefer the natural energy over caffeine, right? Evelyn, you say chai is delish. Yeah, it totally is. I mean, from what I hear, I've never tried it, but from what I hear, eating healthy long term gives you energy. That's also another thing, right? If you eat like fruits and vegetables, and you're not sitting there like eating like 12 bags of combos all day, some people like to sit there and just like eat combos all day. Like what is that, right? Like that can't be your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. In fact, if you eat combos every day, like you're probably not gonna live very long, to be honest. If that's like all you eat. You need to balance it, with like healthy, like organic, fresh fruits and vegetables. It's so important. Yeah, I saw them at the gas station, JT. I saw them at the gas station. Okay, this is what gets Aristotle to speak. So the philosopher in him comes out when I start talking about combos. All right. It's like I'm talking about philosophy of mind earlier, and you're like quiet. I'm talking about metaphysics. You got nothing to say. I'm talking about philosophy of science. You're a mile away. I mentioned combos, and all of a sudden you pep up. I see where your loyalty is. I see your value system. Good to see it, man. Yeah, is that a challenge? I don't know, man. Eating combos, man. Like they were at the gas station. When we went camping, we stopped at the gas station. My friends had to pick some stuff up, and combos are. One of my friends bought some combos. He bought the combos, and it was like a big deal. I was giving him a little bit of shit about the combos. Aristotle, you say, sorry, Agni, you have a research presentation interview tomorrow. Oh wow, you're prepping slides, dude. I'm just joking. I'm just joking about you not chiming in for the other stuff. Don't even worry, dude. The fact that you're even here is awesome, man. It's always nice. It's always nice when you stop by. Yeah, dude, that's cool though that you're doing a research presentation and an interview. Wow. Well, good luck, man. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna send you positive energy, dude. I want you to get whatever you're going for, man. That's awesome, dude. Chad guy, hey, Chad guy, good to see you, man. How's everything going with you? Aristotle, you say thinking about streaming it to do a rough run. Oh, streaming your presentation, dude, that would be badass. If you're gonna be ready soon, if you want to like practice, I mean, I'm gonna be raiding someone soon. I'll raid you, man. If you want to get going, like let me know how long it's gonna be. I don't want to stream too much longer. But if you're gonna be ready soon, I'll definitely raid you. You'll be on in 5. Perfect. That's perfect, man. I can hang out for 5 minutes, dude, and then I will totally raid you, man. Good luck with it. Hey, Kyrie, your subscription finally coming. This is so weird. Kyrie subscribed like an hour and a half ago, and Kyrie was like, "Did my subscription go through?" And I looked, and I didn't see it. And JT looked. She's the channel shaman, and she didn't see it. And Kyrie didn't see it. And we're like, "What the fuck? What's going on with Twitch?" Yeah, it took an hour and a half for that subscription to come through, man. That's intense. Kyrie, you're still here. And you're still here. Yeah, you are. Why did that take so long? Why did that take an hour and a half? That's so bizarre. Well, thank you. Much appreciated. Namaste. That was super kind and generous of you. By the way, everyone go check out Kyrie. Kyrie's going to have their 500 follower stream pretty soon, right? You said you got the 500. You reached that 500 follower mark. That's awesome, dude. Congratulations, my friend. That's really, really cool. Kyrie is a VTuber here on Twitch. A very wonderful human being, very nice, kind soul. All right, let's see. Rydorian, you say, well, you're going to finishing your night off with some exercise. I'll have a good night. Take care. Well, take care, Rydorian. Always a pleasure when I see you. I love stopping by Sparkalicious' streams because I know you're going to be in there as you're her number one mod. You're always there. You're rocking it out. It's good to see you there. So yeah. So thanks again for stopping by, and I hope you have a good night after your exercise as well. Kyrie, you say you have no idea, bro. Indeed, thanks. Don't forget to check out You know what? Let me write myself a note or else I won't check it out. I'm like the worst with checking stuff out unless I actually write myself a note. So let's do this. And I go the old fashioned pen and paper style. All right, collision event. And that was for a Fortnite, right? Collision event. All right. We're going to check out the collision event on YouTube for Fortnite. And we'll check that out later. I'll leave this out so I remember. Right, Dorian, you say thank you, appreciate the kind words. Take care. We'll take care with you. And good. Have a great workout. I hope you have an awesome workout. All right. Let's see. Pen and paper style is the best. Something feels good about pen and paper. And you know what? This is one of those gel pens. I love how the ink just flows so like purely and so nicely off the pen. It just flows, you know. It's like I feel like I'm writing with a river when I write with this pen. It's a good feeling. I wrote a lot of my poetry with this pen. So what I would do is I would write in these poetry notebooks, and then I would just go and type everything up, and then I would I'd send it to the 40 Facebook poetry groups I was in. So that was like, but yeah, it just feels better. Something about pen on paper, at least for me. You know, some people prefer typing, right? Some people prefer, just typing up their poems. I prefer, writing it freehand. Crit Bite, you say for a second you thought you were going to say laid paper and dip quilt. No, I'm not that old. But I know some people that are into that kind of shit. Some people like I had a buddy. He was an English major in college, and this guy was super big into antique typewriters. He loved like the old school typewriters. And this guy's hilarious. You know, he was a stand-up comedian in the Midwest and used to travel and do the Midwest circuit. But he had all these old typewriters, and he would love typing up stuff on these old school typewriters all day. It was pretty cool. Kyrie redeemed timeout. Timeout. What does that mean even? I don't even know. Like what does that redemption do? Do I have to time myself out? Or does that time you out? I don't know. I have a redemption that I don't even know what it does. Does anyone know what the timeout redemption does? Am I supposed to time out someone? Do I time myself out? Kyrie, what does it do? Everyone's redeeming timeout. No, I have to time you out? No, you. Okay, well, I won't time you out. Crit Bite, who do I time out? I don't know. Who can I time out here? Me? JT, I can't time you out. You're my moderator. He says, ban JT, time out. It's so weird I could time out my moderator. Like, who would want to time out their moderator? It says, I time you out. Well, how do you time me out? What does that mean? Does that mean I stop streaming? That would be an awesome redemption. Like end stream. How about an end stream redemption, right? So if you're like not liking the stream and you just want like everyone to just leave, it's like, all right, I'm going to spend 50,000 channel points and just end your fucking stream right now. It's like I'm having like the best stream of my life. You know, I got like a fucking 100 viewers and you're like watching and like we're talking philosophy, we're talking metaphysics, we're talking philosophy of mind, philosophy of science. We're even going into ethics. Why not, right? And all of a sudden, just someone redeems like the end stream shit. I'm like, see you later. Take care, everyone. Oh no, you time me. So I do have to time you out, Kyrie. All right, I'm gonna time you out. Let's for a little while. Okay, it's a 600-second timeout. Okay, all right. So we did it. That's what Kyrie wanted, right? No, you time me out. It says I time you out. I don't know, JT. You deal with this. You're my moderator. Like either untime them out or untime out Kyrie or like bring them back. Bring them back. I don't know. Like I don't even know how this shit works. Okay. Oh, now we're in mode only chat. All right, this has gone downhill real quick. Let me see if Aristotle is streaming yet. He might be my savior right now. He's still not quite streaming. He's gonna be in any second. All right, cool. All right, well, we're doing a mode only chat now apparently. So hello everyone, and let's do some chess. Because I don't know what's going on. I think I accidentally timed out Kyrie, and I don't think that was what I was supposed to. Do I know how to bring Kyrie back? Okay, whatever. We're rating anyway. Kyrie, sorry if you did not want me to time you out. I don't know like how that works. We're gonna go raid Aristotle though. So thank you all so much Kyrie, thank you so much for the subscription. Danny John, thank you so much for the subscription. Much appreciated. You guys are supporting the channel. I'm grateful. Thank you all for meditating with me and dealing with my my chest and all that stuff. And we did the chakra balancing too. We got this in. So we're going to rate Aristotle. He's getting a presentation ready so we can give him some good feedback. He's a philosophy professor. He's got a PhD in philosophy, a good friend of mine, and a really nice dude. So let's rate Aris. And Aristotle. Huh, that's weird. It's not coming up on my list right here. There he is. There's always a delay in OBS. There he is. Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, thank you all so much. Anyways, have a great day. I'll see you all later. And send some love to Aristotle, a PhD in philosophy, and he's going to run his interview presentation by us right now. So this should be pretty cool. It's like a nice extension of Evolve Yourself TV. Here we go.